Hey there, it's Jonah. I'm here for discussion board number 3. And the prompt is create a post that includes a discussion or explanation of experiential and formal development. Include personal examples where God has used both in your development. Also include examples from this week's reading, which at the time was chapters 1 through 4 of Dr. Demarest, something, Satisfy Your Soul, and then also, I believe it was the Spirit Guided Life, the section readings for the devotional classics. And so experiential and formal development. When I think of formal development and then reading the text, I immediately go to like reading the Bible or gaining biblical knowledge, or adding to your tool belt for your theology, of how what you know about God, or what you know about his attributes, his character, his heart, what you know about him, different features and stuff, and how he acts in Scripture. And that's what I view formal development as, is growing and developing your mind, your head, through basically increasing your knowledge of the Bible and theology. However, experiential development and spiritual formation is literally like being with him and talking to him through prayer and meditation, just focusing your mind on him, meditating on him and his attributes, and you're really like bringing your heart to his, and you're drawing near, as James says, so that he draws near to you, or Hebrews 10 19 through 22, of having confidence to draw close to him, to enter his throne room and draw near with a pure heart and stuff like that. But you're drawing close to God. You're experiencing his presence. You're experiencing his love. You don't just know it in your head, but you're experiencing it in your heart. And I think it's a very important part of a believer's spiritual formation, obviously, but their journey in Christianity, their walk in the Christian faith, is not just knowing about God, but coming to a point where you actually experience him and you start to know him personally. And I like what A.W. Tozer says in the chapter, I think this is chapter 4, Knowing God is Intimate. Yeah, chapter 4 of Satisfy Your Soul, Knowing God is Intimate. But A.W. Tozer says, he insisted that Tozer insisted that our formal understanding of God must be drawn from the Bible, but he stressed the interior nature of religion. Christ in you, the hope of glory, obviously coming from Colossians 1:27. And just focusing on how important it is to have an experiential relationship with God. And then above that, Tozer says here that Tozer identified 3 sources for knowing God: knowledge furnished by reason, by faith, and by spiritual experience. These 3 correspond to the outer court, the holy place, and the Holy of Holies in the Levitical tabernacle. First, reason, working on the data of creation. So this is like the formal development. So your reason, working on the data of creation, yields basic knowledge of God's existence, character, and moral demands. Such knowledge does not save. Second is faith in the revealed truths of Scripture, imparts the knowledge of God that is necessary for salvation. And then finally, third, the spiritual experience affords an immediate knowledge of God in the heart. And so that's what I would say the difference is between the two. Is formal development is coming to know God and know of him in your head, but experiential development really lets you know him in your heart. But thank you. And sorry this is late, but God bless. Love you guys.